Hong Kong Chief Executive John Lee recently announced he wants to accelerate the development of the Northern Metropolis mega project. Located in the northern part of the city and close to Shenzhen and on mainland China, it will cover about one-third of the total area of Hong Kong. The SAR hopes it will fuel economic growth and develop its innovation and technology sectors, but it will also force residents who have lived there for decades to relocate. Wong has more.
A house an elderly couple has called home for the last 40 years. In their 80s now, they thought this will be where they live out the rest of their retirement. Unfortunately for them, this will not be the case. Their home is sitting on land which will be cleared to make way for the mega Northern Metropolis development.
一無所有，而且係我哋努力，然後先至有呢個地方，有錢買佢。但係而家我哋變咗係一無所有，完全佢冇話到係點樣安置我哋，真係好失望。而家我哋係完全係前邊係大海茫茫，完全係揾唔到一個目的地。
The government had said it'll offer housing for the residents to relocate to, but judging from what has been offered to others in a similar situation, it's unlikely the residents will be able to move into accommodation which will match the size and space they now enjoy. Residents who have been living here for decades enjoy the open space as well as the community spirit that they share among their longtime neighbours. Moving to another location will most likely mean that the places will be a lot smaller and the environment much busier. The residents also told me that the government officials have not really come out to explain to them about what really lies ahead. And that's the reason why it's making the residents here feeling nervous and uncertain about their future. Better communication might have helped allay the fears of the elderly residents who will feel like strangers in a new housing environment. It'll also enable the residents to find out what government schemes or compensation they'll be entitled to when relocating.
What can be done more is to arrange for, say, community workers to go out and visit these people and help to arrange or recreate that kinship ties, also called the kampong spirit that used to exist before then. Some of these new neighbors, they may not know each other because they may be living in distant villages. Well, I think you can start to get them to arrange ice-breaking sessions to know each other, and maybe in terms of the arrangement of residential spaces, especially we are talking about rental housing, put those people who live nearby one another in the same way when you're moving to multi-story buildings. As far as possible, try to reforge or just to transplant this kind of community ties into the new area.
But it's not just residents who will be affected. 60-year-old Chung Kwai Chow has been operating this farm for 13 years. He was initially against the development, but he's now resigned to the eventuality that he'll be forced to shut down and move out.
我唔係支持，我係冇辦法。喺而家我哋嗰個規劃裏邊，我以前係有反對嘅，其實係應該係點樣去規劃咧？係咪點樣去規劃咧？係應該我哋一齊參與嘅。但係而家即係以前都仲有話語權，而家我哋冇話語權，我冇咗呢個。
According to the government, the development, which started last year, will span over 20 years. The project will include dedicated zones for industries such as high-end professional services and logistics hub, innovation and technology activities, and a new university town. In his recent annual policy address, Hong Kong Chief Executive John Lee announced he'll personally oversee the acceleration of the project.
而家係加快發展北都，引入產業同埋重大項目嘅最佳銜接期。我會成立由我擔任主席嘅北都發展委員會，政府會簡化行政措施，拆牆鬆綁。我會訂立加快發展北都專屬法例，授權政府制定簡化嘅法定程序。
When completed, the Northern Metropolis aims to accommodate about 2.5 million residents and provide about 650,000 jobs. The Northern Metropolis was a highlight in Mr. Lee's speech. But for the existing residents affected by the development, they would have noticed he still hasn't addressed how he plans to rehouse or compensate them. Wong, CNA, Hong Kong.